What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Auburn Tigers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will put total effort to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers' offense will get first crack at it today. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Gamecocks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defense.
Oh, he's got some space. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lewis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The deep, thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Taylor wants to throw. Quickly complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. It'll be a draw. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. This is a designed run. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The corners are walked up tight. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 10 over Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on... It's caught! And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And man, it has got...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Taylor wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down.
Turning it on! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to find the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
South Carolina, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Taylor wants to throw. Right on the money. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A low line drive and short kick. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third down, he drops to throw. Right down the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Open spaces. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Throwing on the run. Pulls it in on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Line getting set on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They're looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Davis. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And it's no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with a halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They'll send the back in motion. On the ground, it's Patterson. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. It's complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride Davis here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Boots it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Off play action on first down. Scrambling away. Fires to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Henderson. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the game.
Motion from the wideout. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw one interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Motion from the back. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Taylor wants to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Auburn! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play, shows off the hands first, got to make the catch first, does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
That's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
35, South Carolina, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that. But your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going. for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and won a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did